Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. So in today's video we are going to cover KASPA, and I am going to let you know what is happening in KASPA. Okay, then so let's first of all have a look at the chart, guys. Okay, so as we can see over here, that looks quite bearish, of course short term, I believe. We have broken below that trend line that is pretty much going ever since KASPA was released into the market, and it looks very bearish, right? But before you are going to sell your KASPA, okay, I am going to tell you that this is a huge opportunity, in my opinion, to scoop up some more KASPA, right? That is just a matter of time when KASPA is going to bounce back, right? So where I would anticipate the next level of support would be roughly over here, right? So let's say if we are going to dump to around 8 cents of a dollar, that is going to give us even bigger opportunity to scoop up some more KASPA, right? However, I do believe that right now it is a great opportunity to buy KASPA, right? Definitely not here, okay? So let's say if we would be jumping into KASPA on that huge pump that we saw a while ago in November 20th, right, we would be already down 36%, right? So please remember, guys, waiting for a healthy pullback that is pretty much almost always happening in the market is definitely better rather than being down 36% in case of KASPA, right? So if I'm going to zoom out this chart, as we can see over here, guys, in terms of RSI, where we were around 90 over here on 1st of April 2023, after huge pump on KASPA, we have consolidated significantly, right? And as you can see, guys, over here, these moves were quite similar in terms of size over here, right? At least on the chart, right? So that over here is pretty much the same thing on RSI, guys, right? After this huge initial pump, right, is pretty much healthy that we have that KASPA have consolidated, right? And as you can see over here, currently the RSI is at 34, right? And after that huge initial pump over here in around 31st, well, let's say 1st of April, right, last year, KASPA dipped below 30, was at 24, right? So we technically could see a bit of price action going downwards. However, KASPA is going to come back over here, as you can see over here, right? And of course everything depends on what is BTC doing, right? So let's have a look quickly at BTC before I'm going to show you a couple of interesting metrics for KASPA and as well as the charts. Okay, so as you can see over here, guys, obviously we are dipping below, right? Because if we are going to look over here at a little bit longer term picture, as you can see over here, when we saw this big pump over here for BTC, shortly after that RSI dipped below 30 level, right? So that similar thing is going on over here pretty much, guys, right? As you can see over here, Bitcoin was already exhausted and overbought at this point over here, right? But then still, obviously, anticipation of the news, positive news with FTC, made Bitcoin jump much higher. However, that was already due consolidation at that time. So as you can see over here, Bitcoin is dipping, and I personally anticipate Bitcoin seeing price levels of around 38,000 USD. It could definitely be lower, but I do think that 38,000 USD would be definitely a great time to scoop up Bitcoin or KASPA. Of course, we are talking about KASPA, but of course, everything that Bitcoin is doing, KASPA is pretty much following it. Okay, so guys, please remember, okay, do not panic sell. Okay, just make sure to accumulate because we are early. Okay, and what do I mean by that? As you can see over here, if you believe that alts are bearish simply because they aren't moving, you might miss the next leg up. Alts are out of the accumulation phase after 550 days of sideways price action. Price broke up just a few weeks back, and it's consolidating at the breaking point. So as you can see over here, guys, in the previous bull cycle, that was pretty much the same thing, right? We broke out of the accumulation phase over here in 2021, and then we had a bit of consolidation downwards, right? And then we had parabola. So the question is, are we going to see the parabola as well? And what is going to happen to KASPA? All right, then I'm going to show you a different chart as well over here, guys. So altcoins look like December 2016. I would call this a vertical accumulation. So as you can see, guys, over here, it was pretty much the similar thing over here in 2021 as well as 2016, right? So we saw two of these vertical accumulations, guys. Okay, so of course we are not late in KASPA and other alts. Okay, if you are holding any alts, as you can see over here, altcoins and the Wyckoff method, this is how I see the path of altcoin in the coming weeks and months. So as we can see over here, guys, altcoins broke out of that Wyckoff accumulation phase, and it looks like we might, even if we are going to dip over here around that area on the phase D, doesn't necessarily mean that phase E is going to be bearish, okay, because that is just a matter of time. Okay, people are taking their early profits, and of course that is normal. Okay, so let's have a look at this chart over here, Altcoin Prediction. What do you see here is the market capitalization of all altcoins. As you can see, guys, over here, we are nowhere near the peak. Okay, so we definitely still have time for KASPA. I personally will try to accumulate more KASPA, because I don't think that this BTC move is going to, you know, be forever, right? I don't think we are going to trade sideways over here. We might see you know, more downside price action. However, we are going to bounce quite quickly. Okay, so let's have a look over here at the debt chart for altcoins. Okay, and you might probably be thinking, why am I showing you all of these? Okay, I'm showing you all of these, guys, so you don't panic sell. So we constantly remind ourselves where we are at in that cycle, right? And we make right KASPA buying decisions. Okay, so the bull market for altcoins is far from over. In fact, it's just the beginning. So as you can see over here, guys, the potential for altcoins total market cap, peak of the market cap is going to be anything between 4 and 7 trillion USD. So you can just imagine what is going to happen for KASPA. And now let's have a look at KASPA Analytics, guys. Okay, so as we can see over here, the current rewards for KASPA are 139 KASPA, but the next reduction is going to be in roughly 12-13 days, and the next reward is going to be 131 KASPA. So that looks very bullish, guys. Obviously KASPA is reducing its rewards, and that is going to basically initiate a oh my goodness, I'm sorry, guys, I'm so excited, I'm losing my my words. That is going to spark the shock and demand supply. So that is very bullish for KASPA. And as we can see over here, guys, the new listing on Kraken as well of KASPA, however, that is futures, right? So that is just a matter of time when it's going to become spot listing on Kraken, and of course other exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. But for now, we've got this as a good piece of news, right? So as we can see over here, guys, there is another bullish piece of news, and of course that is just a speculation for now, but I personally do believe that is something worth sharing. So not Dogecoin, but KASPA is what Elon Musk needs for X payments. So Twitter, well, X, planning to enable peer-to-peer payments in 2024. So basically it's a speculation, as we can see over here, and KASPA is exactly what Elon Musk has been waiting for the whole time for payments on X. It's a proof of work like a Doge, but running at 10 blocks per second. So but unlike Dogecoin, KASPA uses an initiative block DAG protocol to achieve speeds of up to 10 blocks per second, making payments instantaneous. So KASPA's architecture is designed to scale on-chain transaction capacity as internet speeds improve over time. So guys, imagine if Elon Musk would basically allocate KASPA as a payment on X. That would be so bullish for KASPA, because KASPA would achieve another use case, so that is great. Okay, but of course let's not get too excited, because FTX sold about 1 billion of Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF. Okay, so that might basically you know, that might drag the price a little bit lower on BTC. However, as I said before, if it comes to KASPA, guys, that is bullish for me. Okay, the leg down for me on KASPA is bullish, because I will be able to accumulate more KASPA, and then in, I would say, a couple of weeks, not a financial advice of course, KASPA is going to jump back, and many people are going to be surprised of what kind of price levels we are going to be witnessing for KASPA. Okay, so guys, if you have enjoyed that quick KASPA update, okay, please make sure to like and subscribe to the content, and that's about it for today. Peace and love, crypto.